Here we go. We are back. Marketplace Mavericks for another episode, kind of a post-mortem Sellers United one. So,
Post-mortem, huh?
post-mortem, don't they say it like it's like the after party? It's
Yeah,
like,
the after party. I got you, John. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are.
yeah. We got a couple of things. I think tomorrow I'll have the podcast that I did with Omar at Seller United. We'll get that on and live, and then you'll get like a bonus. We're like bonus content
Come
is what
on.
we are.
Two times in 1 week.
Yeah, we
Never
are
mind, it
bonus.
didn't go out last week.
We are bonus content. So we thought we'd hop on here. I went to Sellers United. You guys probably had a little bit of FOMO. Um, you
A
know,
little, yeah.
just
Yes,
a
we
little
did.
bit. So, but I had a good time. Learned a bunch.
Yeah,
After one
Met
day
a
meet
bunch of people
Miles.
face to face. Kind of weird.
Hmm.
you'll have to give us a little bit of a breakdown, John. What was your big takeaways? What was some of the things that you gathered from that you could pass on to our listeners?
I would say, yeah, anyone. This felt like a little bit more towards wholesalers, but it was really for anyone. And the cool part, like part about it was, is that like probably most people there. There were some new people there, like really new, but it was mostly people that I think lived like right in that area. We're right in New Jersey, so there's a lot of people in that area. But for the most part, it was larger sellers, and they were cool. They were up to like talk to you, answer questions, or just kind of listen in and talk to them. But no one really cared what you did for numbers and stuff like that.
Well, I
Um,
think that's really interesting, John. I want to ask you a question in regards to that because I know even when I went to the Miami Sellers Conference, and I know uh, probably what a lot of people feel, and you feel inferior. You feel
yeah,
inferior to the bigger sellers because here you are, whether you're just getting started or you've been going for, I've been going for just about a year now, and I mean I've hit 10,000 a couple months in a row. And I haven't arrived. I'm not a big seller. I'm a 5-digit seller, I guess, as we say. But how how did you feel approaching these people? Did you feel inferior? Did they make you feel less than? Did they want to help you? Give us a little bit of synopsis of that.
yeah. I mean, part of it, I got to meet Miles, so Miles helped me meet a whole bunch of people, and then I was with Omar, and he's the mayor of Amazon, or he just knew everybody.
He's
He
the
didn't
mayor
just
of
know.
school.
Oh, the man knew everybody. So yeah, I met a bunch of people through him, and then yeah, you could really just I met Corey Gainham, seemed like a really nice guy. I just kind of walked up to him and started talking to him.
And
Uh,
he probably called you by name, John.
and it was cool. Like they were all willing to kind of help, give you ideas. Um, yeah, there was no feeling of like inferior. I knew like 80% of the guys in there were selling more than me. I mean, one of the guys I was talking to, I think, was top 100 sellers on Amazon, just
Wow.
massive. And he was just, asking me questions about my business, what I was doing, if I'm on the right track, stuff like that. So it
Did you say,
was,
I don't know? You tell me.
yeah, I was like, I don't know what track I'm on.
John, is that what the Sellers United Conference was? It was just basically an educational convention, or what was the
Yeah,
purpose of
it
it?
was a lot of educated, like, Celerant was there. There was some like vendors there of all
Mhm.
this, Keepa wasn't there, but like Smart Scout, uh, Pattern was there, which is the number one seller on Amazon. Pattern's about to go public, I think, in just a couple months. Um, and then all of the speakers, it was all quick, like 30 minutes. So nothing too long. I thought 30 minutes was like perfect, especially for me that has no attention span whatsoever. So 30 minutes was nice. And they also videotape, like professionally videotape every one of them. So all the ones that I missed, I'm gonna have videos of, which was cool. And there was speakers for everything from like your advertising to TikTok trends and what people are doing with TikTok. A lot of like money management stuff like that, and then some of just kind of. It definitely didn't feel like, I know, like you said, Miami was kind of like a pump up like type thing, like motivational
Oh,
speaking.
yeah, for sure.
This was much more informational. I guess you left feeling motivated because you learned a whole bunch of new stuff and met a whole bunch of new people, but it it was just more, I would say, more educational.
Nice. I did get a text from Omar, and he said, "Who let John out of Massachusetts?" And I said, "Sorry." He just said you were wild. No, he didn't say all that, but he did say that this was the absolute best conference. It was just the best. I can't remember if he texted all of us, but he texted me for sure, and
Yeah,
just saying this thing was just incredible
he must
content
have
for
hours of
days.
yeah,
That's
he
what I
must
think.
have
That's words he said.
yeah, he must have hours of content. He was interviewing, and then yeah, he does a really good job. But I mean, that's how you meet people. And everybody was like trading social medias, or like they'd be like, I recognize, like a lot of guys, even like, Corey Gainham or like one of the large sellers, they would be like, you look familiar, which means probably seen you on social media. Like they've scrolled through something and one of us have done, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was cool. It was definitely well worth the trip. And it was just a drive for me. Long drive, but like it was just a drive. And it kind of odd to say, at 46 years old, that was the first work conference I've ever been to in my life.
Wow.
Congratulations.
I've worked for myself and like just like small family business. I've never needed to like. I mean, if they ever tried to have a taxi conference, it would be like the WWE.
Maybe you need to go to the Excel conference, John.
Yeah,
Maybe you can excel at something.
I know. So yeah, I had never been to it, and I didn't really realize that until I got there. I'm like, I don't think I've ever done one of these, but it was fun.
Nice. I do think even back to the sellers conference that I went to, I mean, 100% was worth it. I think more than
Mhm.
anything, it just opens your eyes. It allows you to see that there are other people out there who are
Right.
just like you, who are struggling, who
And
are,
that one was expensive. This one was
yeah,
300
yours
bucks.
was a 1 day thing.
Yeah,
So
one
mine
day.
was I think mine was a 2 day, 2 or 3 day thing. I can't remember, but yeah, it was. And again, I think it was beneficial. I think it was something that I would recommend to other people. But I won't forget the text that I got from both John and Omar that was just like this. You guys got so much stuff out of this thing, and um, I think that's a good reference for other people to know. Hey, there are conferences that are out there, and you need to really check those things out because there is a lot of information out there, and it will help you grow, and it will push you to new things that you maybe haven't done or thought of to help you grow or scale your business.
Yeah. And it was cool. Like a lot of these, all these apps and stuff that we use, all the owners were there. Like these aren't huge companies that we're working with. We're working with other small businesses. Um, Smart Scout is owned by Scott Needham, who is actually a very large seller, but it's still like a smaller brand. And then like Seller Amp, it was like a husband and wife. They were both there. Aura is Dylan. I mean, Aura is just five guys in Boston. He doesn't use virtual assistants or anything. Boxum, that's Miles and a couple other young like entrepreneurs. So these are all like small businesses too. So it wasn't we're all selling, we're all working for, I guess, Jeff Bezos in a way. But um, yeah, it's like you realize you're like, oh, this company I'm dealing with, and to be honest with you, like the really big ones like Keepa, Be Cool, those are like large companies that I think are owned by who knows what. And like, but they weren't there. It was more of like the smaller ones, couple shipping companies, but like all small, and it was mostly all the owners there. So yeah, it just felt like for selling on Amazon, it felt much more like a small business meeting, which kind of doesn't seem like it would fit for people selling on Amazon. But that's really like just a 20, what small business is in 2025.
So, John, as a takeaway, do you feel that this was something you would recommend to whether this
Yeah.
conference or other conferences that you would
Yeah, I mean,
recommend?
there's so few of them that are like this. There's pretty much Miami. There's this, and then there's an Accelerate that is more for larger wholesalers. Amazon Accelerate, which I guess a lot of them go to, but I think that's for I don't think it benefits people much unless you're six figures, something like that.
Is this the Sellers United that you went to?
Hmm.
Is that the name of it? Okay.
Yep. So there's really not too many. that people go to. But yeah, I thought it was you learn stuff and you get to meet people. I suppose if you never do any of the online thing or never do social media with this and just work alone, probably maybe something like this wasn't, you know, wouldn't make much of a difference for you. But you still get to like see a lot of good speakers.
For sure.
So yeah, it was well worth going. I'll go every year.
So you feel like it's well put together enough that you would, that's what I'm about to say, go back again.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'll probably do Miami too this year.
So maybe that's something where the three of us need to probably try to plan to go together so that we can actually officially meet.
Yeah,
When is the next one?
it'll be sometime in May.
In May. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be sometime in May.
It's gonna be May.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would think they'll do that kind of all around the same time. So we'll have to go. But yeah, Sellers United, I thought it was a hit. I thought it was good. Luckily, I don't know what a bad one would look like considering
Yeah,
that's
I know. That's kind of what I thought too. Like this might have been, really sucked, but
it
to me,
might
it
have
was,
sucked. I don't know.
yeah.
But yeah, I got a lot of good info and I'll be like soon I'll have like the videos and everything of it. So, and there are some that I didn't get to see that I was like, "Ooh, I need to watch that."
And so John actually met some people down there that he wants to bring on to the podcast. And so we got some of those that are going to be lined up over the next few weeks.
Yeah,
So that'll be interesting.
I met I hope I don't get his name wrong, Taylor, who
Yep.
owns Arbitrage Card.
Yeah, I met him actually in Miami as well.
Yeah, met him through Omar. Omar's like his biggest like they like
Yeah.
I don't know if Omar like works with him or something. But I think that's gonna be a really good one for some of the OA guys. I'm gonna try to get him on next week or the week after. Because Arbitrage Card is really trying to expand. So I think it'll be good to hear from him and just people of all parts of the business. We've had Prep Center guy on, we've had everyone. Now we're gonna have the guy that you know we can ask him why the hell all the cards keep on getting denied.
Hey, I mean, it's a legitimate question, right?
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, Arbitrage Card is better than others. That's what Omar was saying. Omar was pumping him up, but obviously cancellation. It's just part of the game. So maybe he'll have some special sauce for us.
Hey, we'll take any of that.
Yeah.
So real fast, John, tell us where you're at with your little wholesale experience. You were shipping things in last we talked. You're waiting for some things to hit. Has your products hit?
Yeah, I had a bunch of stuff has hit. I've had some good luck. I'm building another brand.
Come on.
Yeah, believe it or not, 3 weeks ago I was saying that I leaned in on my on getting my website redone and like going really hard on my LinkedIn, getting it done professionally, buying the premium, and posting 3 to 4 times a week. Last week, this woman that owns an aftercare tattoo type cream stuff uh messaged me on LinkedIn and was just like, saw what you do. I'd like to have a talk. And I was wondering, like, is this person real? Because
Yeah, of course.
on LinkedIn, you get the same thing as like Instagram, a bunch of like VAs reach out to you, all that stuff, same sort of thing. But I'm like, because I barely have any followers, right? So I looked in, we instant messaged each other a couple times. I look, she's got a website, she has Amazon, it doesn't sell well, it's just her on it. So, but she has A+ content, terrible. Um, and so I know right away if she has that, she's trademarked and all that stuff. And then like 3 hours later, we got on a Zoom call. We started talking. I did a
Wow.
market analysis for her, and she doesn't want to deal with Amazon. She wants me to. I mean, there's stuff in her market that does 10K a month. Again, I have no idea.
But it's worth
But
taking a look.
and I got that, and it was unbelievable. When they come to you, there is no sales. Like we got on the Zoom call and she just started complaining about what she doesn't like about trying to manage Amazon herself.
Yep.
So it was basically her asking me
For
if
input and advice.
and I was like, wow, okay. Doing the LinkedIn stuff worked. So just in general, like trying to flip the script and just lean in on what I'm doing. Just lean in on the brand direct. I had another one email, just a cold email I sent. They didn't have a phone number or whatever. Got an email back today. Again, this could pan out to nothing. But since I did my website, I had emailed this company. They must have looked at my website and saw just what I do. And they emailed me back saying, we keep a tight leash on our Amazon. Right now, we have enough Amazon people, Amazon sellers. But if you look at our listings and there's something that doesn't look right to you or something you could improve, reach out to us. So
Hey.
like they said no, but they just left like the door open, basically saying like make a Loom video
Find something. Yeah.
of like how you can increase their sales. And I know if I was sourcing them, they don't have A+ content, like they're missing stuff, or I wouldn't be sourcing for them. I don't even know who the brand was. It's on my, my sheets somewhere. But they reached out and they looked at my website, and it worked before people were looking at my website, and they weren't interested. So in
Interesting.
2 weeks of having the website, the LinkedIn redone, I've had 2 people, I think, that email, and obviously the one woman reaching out to me. So
Very cool, man.
yeah, and they both could come to nothing, but I'm like, if I can do that in 2 weeks,
What can you do in a year or whatever? Yeah.
what can I do if I just keep on stacking on, just keep on working on that, right? So,
Well, you know what? You're going to have several VAs full time, John.
well, we'll find
Several
out.
more.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll get this back next week. So you guys are going to get like double of us this week because they missed us last week. So
Pete, what you got?
So if I was to look you up on LinkedIn, I looked up John Cutler on LinkedIn, and I saw like quite a few John Cutlers. Which one of those are you?
I'd be JON.
Yeah, JON. There's a bunch of those.
Really?
There's probably only one that matters, though, is what he's telling us.
Yeah. Anyway, there's quite a few. I'll look you up later, I guess, offline.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get your LinkedIn profile put out there for everybody.
I want to connect with you, John.
Yeah.
Connect with you.
You can connect with me. So, but yeah, until next time, we're gonna see you guys later, and see you guys next week.
And if you want to email us,
yeah, you can email us.
Email us.
Or just comment. Whatever you want to do.
Comment, leave us an email. MarketplaceMavericks@gmail.com. MarketplaceMavericks@gmail.com. Until then, see you next week.
Thanks, everybody.